Welcome to Uping Stock Trend Prediction Channel. So in this video, I'll talk about the stock price, Tesla stock price prediction for the next week. So today is September 4th. Saturday. So before that, I will also briefly summarize the last prediction video number 97. Uploaded that video about 1 week ago for the prediction for the last week. That's also the several days at the end of August and the beginning week of the September. So this is a Tesla weekly chart and this is a Tesla daily chart. So in video number 97, I predicted the early week. Basically, that's the following Monday after the video number 97. I predicted the early week. The fluctuation range is between $282 and $288. So that's a typical fluctuation range for the early Monday. The actual price for the Monday, so this is, for example, this is a daily chart. So that means the daily chart, each vertical bar is one day's fluctuation price for Tesla. So this yellow trend lines and the blue trend lines are the predicted trend line to capture the maximum and minimum price, or the target minimum and maximum price, or weekly or daily high or low based on the prediction model. So this is the last Friday and this is the last Monday. So the fluctuation range between for this Monday, the actual price, stock price, is $266 for this point, and this point is $288. So for the daily either low or high, the prediction of the early week, the low and the high, both are within $1, and for the high, the daily high is just less than $1. It's just about 50 cents of difference. So it's just $1 of difference for the prediction about the week, about the early week fluctuation, or high or low, predicted in video number 97. And for that weekly prediction and the weekly low and the high, and because the last week is a little bit special because it's the end of the August and also the start of the September, so it will have a little bit more uncertainty. So use the fluctuation range I predicted is about $27 and between these two trend lines. So the actual weekly fluctuation range is shifted down a little bit, but it's also still very close to this yellow trend line. The actual fluctuation range is $22. So it's still close to that fluctuation range predicted in video number 97. So because that is a kind of a special week, and also because that's for the weekly prediction, that means predicted about 6 or 7 days ago. So if I predict, for example, if I have time to make a video and predicted the daily, for example, predicted the actual price for the following day, so that means it will have better accuracy because, for example, for this daily chart, so each trend lines will be generated, for example, for this Tuesday, for example, if that's a Tuesday, after the Tuesday is completed, and then these trend lines are already generated even though the Wednesday is not started yet. So I can still predict it and use this trend line to predict that, and then you see all these kind of trend lines enclose this actual fluctuation of the stock price very well. So you see this touches this trend line and it's started to drop, and when it dropped down to this trend line, and it has started to increase. So you see this touches this trend lines very well, and for this is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. So this, you see, this touches very well, even though it dropped a little bit more below this trend line, and this fluctuation is also captured very well between these two trend lines. It touches very well, and this is a Thursday, and this is a Friday, and this is a Monday. This there's a little bit of gap, didn't touch that because it's also very close to the end of the month. Okay, so if you are interested in this kind of prediction and analysis, you are welcome to subscribe Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel. So if you subscribe the channel, and then if I posted more videos during the weekdays, and then you will get the notification soon. So many people will be interested in what will happen for the coming week. The next Monday is a holiday, so from the next Tuesday to Friday, and today is September 4th. So for the coming week, so this is a weekly chart, and this is a predicted trend line for the next week. So you see these trend lines are still going down, so that means it will still have decreasing momentum for the next week. And for this daily chart, and these trend lines are also dropping, so it's still, that means for next Tuesday, early next week, so it's still have a decreasing momentum. So and this kind of trend lines are also specify the predicted fluctuation range. So you see the last Friday it dropped and continuously dropped, and then dropped it to this, almost touched this trend line, and started to increase a little bit, and it's still very close to this trend line. If you zoom it a little bit, so you see when Friday, when it was closed, it's still closed a little bit below this trend line. So that means except this kind of decreasing momentum, and this is also could be a temporary resistance. So for the next early next week, that's basically next Tuesday, and the predicted fluctuation range is about this range. Between the $264 and the $273. So because last Friday is also dropped to a relatively low price, and based on 60 minutes chart, if you go to this 60 minutes chart, that's a 60 minutes chart, and you see based on continuous 60 minutes chart, when it drops, and then you see these trend lines are almost goes to a flat. So that means it will the decreasing momentum will was temporarily stopped or decreased at the end of the day. So there's a possibility to have a little bit temporary increase for the early Tuesday, and but if it open high or increase a little bit more, increase it to this $273, then definitely it will touch this resistance, and then it is expected to still drop to this lower range. So if it opened low around this trend line, $266, or even dropped to this $264, then it will have a tendency to still go up to touch this yellow trend line to 273. But anyway, if it touches this 273, it's still a good idea to maybe like to sell the stock and to prevent additional drop. And that's early next week. And for the next week, for the whole week, so it's still have the decreasing momentum, decreasing trend, and the fluctuation range is between this range about $261 and the $278. So between $261 and the $278. So in case if it continuously dropped to $255, if this trend line can't be holded, and then if it dropped to $255, I think that's still a good point to buy and to get a temporary profit. So anyway, if it drops to this minimum, the bottom blue trend line is still a good buy signal, and at least you still have a good chance to at least make some profit and sell it, and that means you probably will not be stuck or stuck for some time. So basically the purpose is to sell at a high price. That means, for example, if it reaches to this yellow trend lines, definitely it's a good signal to signal a selling signal. So that means you want to sell your stock and try to prevent an additional drop. And if it dropped to this bottom trend line, it's a good signal to buy the stock and then get some profit. If you are interested in this kind of a prediction and analysis, you are welcome to subscribe Uping Stock Trend Prediction channel or watch more video in YouTube.